cup of ice cream. I'm gonna give it 巧克力 chocolate flavor. 好，谢谢。Bassett's ice cream imported from the United States of America. And thank you, fan. It sure is American prices, right? There's a little tiny. Oh, it's a little tiny. Oh my God. What are you doing? What is he doing? Wow. I should have asked for a sample instead of paying. I agree. Oh, 这赠送的 Oh, they give you this for free. Oh, that's nice. So they give you this one for free. 那先等一下，我先把这个吃了吧。你帮我开一下吗？我的一只手，能帮我开一下？好，谢谢你，谢谢你。我在直播呢。I'm live streaming right now. So thank you for opening. Thank you. So they give you that one for free for opening. When you open, this is their grand opening ceremony. If you buy ice cream, they give you this sandwich for free. Let's give this a try. Thank you, Scott. So I ain't had no breakfast. Okay, I ain't had I had no breakfast yet. Thank you, Annis. Let's give this a try. Oh man, I had this all the time back home in the States. Actually, I had this all the time back home in the States, man. Let me give this a try. This is gonna be my breakfast, man. Breakfast of champions. Oh, this is also mine. 好的，谢谢。Thank you, Pugs. 您放一下。好 Thank you, Pugs. Thank you so much, Pugs. Let's give this a try. Thank you, Pugs. Thank you, CKM.
好的，再次感谢我们精彩的舞狮表演。
It's just like one of those Klondike bars back home in America. Nothing special.
好的，看完了精彩的舞狮表演呢，接下来就是我们的正式的开业剪彩仪式了。有请我们今天的剪彩嘉宾，一期巷子运营团队代表郑静宇。
This is 39 yuan, $5. $5.50 for this. Let's give this a try.
代表刘慧女士，有请。
Thank you, Pepper. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bugs, for taking us to the finish line. Annis, Alex, thank you. Man, why is this so hard?
好的，有请我们工作人员呈上断带和剪刀，也请各位一起
不要！我在直播呢，我就尝一下就行了。I'm just gonna try this. I'm live streaming right now. Why is this so hard? All right, let's give this a try. See how this is. American ice cream called Bassett's. Thank you, La Bonita. Thank you, Honey Love. I'm gonna give you guys an honest opinion. This tastes regular as hell. It tastes just like any ice cream you find at your local grocery store, man. Just very, very regular ice cream. It's not bad. I don't think it's worth $5.50. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad at all. I just don't think it's worth $5.50. Very, very regular. It's like anything you can find at Harris Teeter. You know what I'm saying? Any ice cream that you can find in a big tube back home in the States. Very regular. Aren't you motivated? Thank you. Yo, I'm out of here, man. Let's go back. 好，哎，你好，帮我处理一下。好，谢谢你，谢谢 Thank you.
好的，稍等啊。
It's wild out here, man.
让我们的摄影师
I gotta get him out of here.
一下机位。
Wild, thank you, Christian. I gotta get him out of here. Anyway, let's This is what a Chinese opening ceremony looks like. I know all the food I could have bought. You know what, man? Support the business on their opening day. I'm happy to do it. Plus, man, we supporting America. This is literally, it says on that sign, imported pure ice cream from the United States of America. So in an indirect way, you're buying something that was made in the United States. Let's get them out of here. What the hell's going on over here? Man, thank you, Town Low. Thank you. Look, so you guys can see from this store here, things that are imported from the United States is held in very, very high regard here in China. Very, very high regard. People pay a premium for things that are made in the States, with the exception of cars. Cars are pretty regular here, like a Chevy or a Ford. But most other things, cosmetic products, all types of food, American steak, everything that is imported here from the United States is except cars, is held in very, very high regard. Thank you, Brian T. Thank you, Brian. Held in very high regard here in this country. So this just goes to show you, man. Action matter more than words. People vote with their feet and vote with their wallet. Thank you, woman that rose. People here still love American-made products. Beautiful. What is that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please share this live stream. JK and Shaw, everybody has shared over 1,000 shares already. Thank you guys so much. This is the city of Taiyuan. We're actually leaving here tonight. This afternoon, my train is at 3:30 to go to my father's hometown, and it will not be a high-speed train. There is no high-speed train route. Thank you, Lori, for the epic GG. What is this? This is some type of a bell tower here. Beautiful. And I wasn't able to see the comments, by the way, man. Was there anybody that did know what Bassett's is? Most people said no. Does anybody know what Bassett's ice cream brand is? Thank you guys. Please share this live stream. Thank you, Pascal. No, most people said no, right? I never heard of it either. From Philadelphia? I didn't know that. Oh, from Philly. Okay. I didn't see that comment. Let's keep moving. Now look at this. It's commercialism at its finest. All types of stores. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's all about Ben & Jerry's. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Ben & Jerry's. And, you know, this is what's kind of sad about it. I can't even name a second ice cream brand from the United States. Man, I've been away from so long. I can't even name a second brand other than Ben & Jerry's. That's actually kind of sad. I'm actually kind of serious about that. That's actually kind of sad. That's concerning. I can't even name a second. Cold Stone, Bluebell, that's right, Breyers. I know, we'll be back. We'll be back in A1. I just noticed that as well. They probably updated the rankings. Keep walking. See all these restaurants here. All these stores and restaurants built into these buildings that are made to look traditional Chinese. Thank you, N3D, Edie's, Cold Stone. Beautiful. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Man. Beautiful. Let's keep moving, y'all. Let's see what else they got over here. Stores, restaurants. Haagen-Dazs from Europe, though. Baskin Robbins, there we go. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that it started in 1861. I was able to, they had that sign as well. I saw that it was in 1861. I just never heard of it in North Carolina before. Look at how busy this restaurant is right here, man. Look at how many people are waiting for this restaurant. This is amazing. Look at this. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, this has got to be Chinese style hot pot. Shaguo. And everybody knows except you. Harry quit his job to go back to his hometown. You gotta go join the Discord group, man. That's where we post everything. Man, look at this. I like how they just got the thank you N3R, thank you Karina B. I like how they just have all the shrimp, the dead ones and the live ones is all in this big ass tank over here. Look at this. Get out of here. Get out of here. Please share this live stream, follow the channel. We're in downtown Taiyuan, just walking around their main commercial area. Thank you Paris, thank you N3R. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, E-Chef. What am I having for lunch? Definitely not here. Definitely not here. I'm gonna go find something. You know what? I might actually have lunch here. They got some pretty authentic, but here's the thing. This is the reason why I'm not having lunch here. Look how packed these restaurants are. Thank you, woman that rose. J-Lay, Alex, everybody, LBJ, thank you. Thank you, sir. Let's get out of here. Let's keep moving. See how everything is fashioned in a vintage way here. Thank you, M. Dext. Beautiful. You know, and this also, but in any other, I keep saying beautiful, this also shows you that Shanxi, you know, when you compare it to like a Chongqing or a Chengdu, thank you for the roses. You know what I'm saying? You compare it to a place like Chengdu and Chongqing, not nearly as many people walking the commercial areas, walking the streets. Because even though Taiyuan is a nice tourism city, it's not as popular as a Chongqing or a Chengdu or a Beijing or a Shanghai. So when you're out here in their main commercial area, even on a Saturday morning, thank you Paris, thank you the dude, thank you LBJ, thank you sir, thank you Linda. You know, when you come out here even to their main commercial area, I would say they have just as much flavor and character. Thank you, Linda. Just as much flavor and character as a Chengdu or a Chongqing, these hot tourism cities, but it just doesn't have as many people. You know, you can see it in the streets. It's a lot more sparse when you're walking around, but they got the same amount of character. Thank you, Cherish. Man, they saying your number is ready, your table is ready. Thank you, Cherish. He says your table is ready, come and eat. I know, they do that here, man. They do that here. Oh, snap. They got a PlayStation store here. Thank you, J-Lay. See, when I was a kid, man, they didn't even sell. When I was a young boy in China, they didn't even sell PlayStations here. How much is a PlayStation here in China? Hey, 你好，你好，一个 PS5 怎么卖啊？这个
这个现在
3599是吧？这是最新的版本吧？最新的3599，就是$500 for a PS5. For those of you that play games, is that a good price? $500 for a PS5. Do any of you guys play games? $500 US. But it's not $1.40, man. It's not $1.40. Same price. Okay, well, this is $500 for a PS5. I didn't even know they had it like that out here. 游戏都在这儿。Oh. What kind of games do you guys have? Wow, it's a lot of the same titles as back home. Oh, they got this too. Wow. I didn't even know you could do that out here. Shaw, are you watching this, Shaw? I thought that you couldn't play this stuff out here. I didn't even know that. I'm 33 years old, man. My dad doesn't care about that anymore. Shaw, I didn't even know that you could play this stuff. Like, I didn't even know you could play this game. I didn't even know you could buy this out here in China. Man. Get some beauty rest, get some beauty rest. I don't know, where have I been? I didn't even know. Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here, y'all. Thank you, Donna Marie. Let's keep walking. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you so much. Where is I? I is in downtown Taiyuan, just walking around. Thank you, German girl. Just walking around, having fun, showing you guys the city. RZA, German girl. See, here's the interesting thing. Thank you, PF Wisco, woman that rose. Here's the interesting thing about this. Nancy Bill, I appreciate you for the rose. Thank you. See, the interesting thing about it is, these restaurants are all packed. I mean, the line is out the door. Every single restaurant is packed. You gotta wait in line to get some food. Thank you, Mona and Angelo. But on the streets, on the actual walking streets, it's actually pretty sparse, not as many people. I find that to be very interesting. All the restaurants are packed. So there's a lot of people out here, but not nearly as many people walking the streets as you would see in one of the more popular, Instagrammable cities like Chengdu or Chongqing or Xi'an. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you. Let's get moving. So anyway, this is what downtown Taiyuan looks like. We're gonna keep walking around until I get hungry. Then I'm gonna go find some food. Thank you, RZA. And thank you, Mark. Alright, let's keep moving, y'all. Let's keep the comments flowing. Let me know where you guys are watching from, as usual. Y'all know I'm from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let's keep the comments flowing. We got over 1,000 shares already. Thank you, Pepper. Most people speak Chinese only, but some people will speak a second language. Some people might even speak a third language, but most of the Chinese folks that you'll see walking down the street here, they'll speak only Chinese and plus a local dialect, the Shanxi dialect.
899就送边土锅1个，购买你起跑鞋赠送运动套装。特步全体家人真诚期待您的光临与惠顾，祝您在本店开心愉快。
I'll figure it out. And then I gotta be at the train station at 3:30 to catch my train. So there's no high-speed train today, y'all. I bought a $5 train ticket on the slow green train. I'm gonna try to show it to you guys on my phone. I'm gonna try to stream it. Thank you, Marlene. So it's a $5 ticket. The train ride is 3.5 hours long. I'm going to Shuozhou, my father's hometown. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. If I had to go from here to Beijing, it's probably like 2 or 3 hours on a high-speed train. But where I'm going tonight, there is no high-speed train. Because obviously, you guys, I always tell you, my father grew up in a very poor part of the province. Even to this day, there's no high-speed train that connects Taiyuan, the provincial capital, to where my father was born. So, sad. All these people waiting. Muffins. Wow. Houston, Texas. Chrissy. All right, y'all. Somehow I made a big ass loop. Keep walking. Made a big ass loop. All right, let me go straight and make a left. So this is the downtown commercial street. Somehow I made a big loop when I went into the food street. I'm gonna quickly walk over to the bell tower, make a left, and keep exploring. So anyway, as I was saying, my father's hometown doesn't even have a high-speed train that connects the provincial capital, Taiyuan. So I'm taking a 3.5 hour slow green train in the economy cabin. That's gonna be a very interesting experience. It's been about 3 years since I've been in one of those in the economy seat. So I'm actually kind of excited to see how it looks. I might even stream it a little bit because the speed is going to be pretty slow. So I might be able to retain a cell phone signal smoothly. I might stream a little bit of it later this afternoon. It'll be early in the morning in the USA time. On the West Coast, it'll be like midnight. Thank you, Xiaobendan. Thank you, Houston, Texas. Thank you. All right, let's keep moving quickly through this because we were here just a little bit earlier. Look at this. I love this. Look at this. Look at that. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Jay-Lay. Please follow the channel, everybody, and share this live stream. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. We're going to the Great Wall of China on Saturday night. Thank you, Jay-Lay. Please make sure y'all follow the channel. You want to find out that for yourself, brother. You have to come out here. I don't hit on random women in the streets. That's the one thing I don't do. I don't go up to a random woman in the streets and go ask for their numbers. I only did that one time on a live stream, and I got rejected. I got rejected in front of like almost 2,000 people watching. So I've never done it before. I ain't about to do it again. Y'all remember that live stream where I went up to this young lady and tried to give her a flower and got rejected in front of 2,000 people who was watching me? You guys remember that, right? That's why I don't do that stuff, man. I don't like to bother people out in the streets. You know what I mean? You guys remember that? I don't know if Alex, you saw that live stream, but I had some flowers. You guys remember that live stream? This was in Hangzhou, actually. It was about two months ago. You guys remember that? You guys remember, Linda, you remember that? Man, that was tragic. That was tragic, y'all. Boom. Thank you, Amy. The video is on Discord. Strike it from the tape. Erase the evidence. Strike it from the tape, y'all. Thank you, Tanlo. Strike it from the tape. So you can see right here, the way they do it here is very simple, man. They put an American store, this MLB store, in a traditional Chinese building here on this walking street. Again, another American brand, Major League Baseball. But the way they do it out here, also a first for me. Usually this brand, you can find it in high-end shopping malls, mid-end shopping malls, towards the higher end. Here on this walking street, they've actually put it in an older Shanxi-style building over here. So, man, strike it from the tape. Don't nobody have the evidence of that. It's fictitious. It doesn't exist. The tape has been erased. Just like the Nixon tapes, it doesn't exist. Please do not post it again on TikTok. I don't want no, please do not post it again on Discord. I want that tape to disappear. I want it to disappear. Thank you, thank you. I thank you, Marina, for moderating and saying that. Thank you, Marina. Man, this is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I will say this. The one cool thing about this place is they do a really good job of retaining their identity. You know, this is exactly what the street would have looked like 300 years ago during the Qing Dynasty. Buildings like this. Thank you for extending your subscription. Look at this. This is very beautiful. Thank you, Zendor. What they sell over here. All types of traditional Shanxi style food. And you can see nothing on this menu costs more than 80 cents. 85 cents. The most expensive thing is that one down there. It's about $1.90. Thank you, Charlie. Not that expensive at all. Thank you, Charlie. Get out of here. You know, as I walk around here, man, my biggest takeaway, my biggest reflection is like, when you look at a place like here in Taiyuan, you know, my biggest reflection is that this is a city that's trying really, really hard, and good for them, to be the next hot city here in China where all the tourists are flocking to. They have all the facilities, they have all the history. To me, the one thing that this city is missing there's one thing that is missing. One thing that is missing. And that is the Achilles heel of this city. And why is tourism industry hasn't caught up to Xi'an or Chengdu? It's missing one thing. One thing in particular. And that is a well-known tourist attraction. Chengdu has the pandas. Xi'an has the terracotta warriors. Beijing has the Forbidden City and Universal Studios. Chongqing is Chongqing. It's got hot pot. People want to go to Chongqing. Taiyuan lacks that one place. Thank you, Sarita, for extending your subscription. Taiyuan lacks that one place that is well known throughout the country that attracts people here. Like it doesn't have like a terracotta warrior. It doesn't have like the panda base. You know what I'm saying? It's got like kind of a little bit of everything else. It's just missing that one secret ingredient, which is a very well-known tourist attraction. That's what'll take this place over the top. So if I were them, man, I would start digging. I would start digging in the ground to see if I could find a next terracotta warriors here in Taiyuan. That's the only thing they're missing. All right, what is this? Wow. So this is some type of older city gate over here called Kaihua Shichang. So this is the gate that used to lead into a... I'm a very sentimental young man, but especially because this is the place where I trace my ancestry to. You know, I want to see this place do well. Because this is one of the poorer provinces in China. This entire province is one of the poorer provinces here in China. Shanxi, economically, I mean, just being honest, is one of the poorer places here in China. And I want to see my father's hometown do well. I want to see my father's home province do well. Because this is where I could say I'm from as well. Thank you, Williams. They just lack that one last ingredient. You know, everything else, you look at the skies right here. Amazing, beautiful air quality. Not too hot, way colder than, way colder than Xi'an, than Chengdu. Just more mild, more pleasant place to be. But yet, I just don't see nearly as many people on the streets as I would if I was in Xi'an right now. They just lack that pop. They lack that one place that'll take them over the top. I hope they'll get it sometime in the next few years. When did I start studying all the history? You know, Woman That Rose, that's a great question. So I loved history all my life. Ever since I was a kid, I was reading history books. But I really started to study Chinese history when I came back to China, and I combined what I read in the books with what I saw on the ground. That was what took me over the top, because you could read about a lot of things on the books. You know what I'm saying? You could read about it, but until you physically go there and see it with your own eyes, or in which case you can see it on a live stream or you see it on the video, it's just different. So I read a lot, I watched a lot of documentaries, and now I'm on the ground and I experience it for myself. So it's really been the last 6 years, 5.5 years since I came back to China that my history, understanding Chinese history, has really taken off. But I will tell you guys this, I was always a good history student. So when I was in high school, I took obviously AP United States history. I had the best grades in the class. I took the SAT 2 in the United States history. The perfect score is 800. I got a 790 on my first try. So I was always very good at history. I love all types of history, especially Chinese history and American history. So this is just the beginning, man. I hope to do something related to our history, American history as well, when I'm back at home in the United States. So I need to figure out how to do it. We have a very, very rich history. It's a short history, less than 250 years, but we have a very, very rich history as well. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do the content. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking doing something related to the Civil War. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this. Look at that. Thank you, E-Shep. Thank you, Sweet Tooth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that answers your question, Woman That Rose. I always loved history growing up. Always, always loved it. Beautiful. Diana, you know, I would give you the same answer as I would say people who ask me for a meet and greet. I just feel like I'm a small potato. I'm a small fish in a big ocean, man. I don't think anything about myself is particularly book worthy. I tell you what is book worthy that I want to write a book on. I want to write a book on my father's life. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Nana. Now that's book worthy. My father's life, that's book worthy. My life, it ain't book worthy yet. Maybe one day it will be. My father's life is book worthy. That's what I need to. I'm telling you guys want to read a real ass book. My father's life, that is book worthy. That is drama worthy. Thank you, Dakota Sue. Thank you. Beautiful. What is beautiful? What is that? Paris baguette. Man, thank you, Dylan. All right, let's go in here and check out what's for lunch. Something not ice cream, I'll tell you that. Something that's not ice cream. I shouldn't have eaten that ice cream, by the way, man. I might have diarrhea later, man. I shouldn't have eaten that. I regret it already. These look good, though. Kind of want to get some. Oh, it's from Korea. Ooh, they look good. That looks good. This is $1.95. That looks so good. You want to do lunch, Dylan? I hear you, Dylan. All right, let's go do lunch. Man. A lot of good food over here. All right, let's get up out of here. All right, let's get up out of here, y'all. None of you guys. Yeah, stay away from the chicken. I'm gonna try to do the Great Wall of China tomorrow, right around 9:30, 10 p.m. I'm gonna try to get there a little bit earlier and test out the signal. So a lot of work to be done. I'm already stressing out a little bit about it, but hopefully the signal is gonna be good. Hopefully the signal is gonna be good, everybody. Thank you, young lad. Thank you, Lydia. Oh, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. Thank you, La Bonita and Tanster. Thank you. Yeah, it's 9:30 p.m. Saturday night, U.S. time. All right, what do you say? We go get some lunch. Thank you, Health. Thank you, Tanster. What do you say we go get some lunch, everybody? What y'all think? Jay Lay, thank you. Shall we go get some lunch? Laugh till Jay Lay, thank you. Shall we go get some food? Yeah? What you guys think? Look at this. Gorgeous. Thank you, Laugh Till. Thank you, Rochelle. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm not talking as much. It's just when I'm walking around. Hey, I've never been to this part of the city before, even though I was here twice already. This is actually pretty new to me. I didn't even know they had this. And when I walk around, I have just exactly what you said, man. How can this city get on the map even more? Even though there's a lot of tourists out here, the numbers don't really compare with the number of people that go to Xi'an. It's just, man, just the way I think about it. Just, you have that, you have that compassion for your hometown, for your home city, for your home province. And I just wish there were more people here, because if this was in Xi'an, this entire street would be packed. That's why I'm kind of melancholy about all this. You can see, look at all this. It's a decent amount of people, but if you guys remember when we were in Guangzhou, how many people there were on Beijing Road. Man, they love Americans out here, man. You gotta come out here and experience it. You gotta stop listening, and you gotta start seeing it and experiencing it for yourself. melancholy, y'all. Feeling a little bit melancholy seeing all this, because this place really is beautiful. You could just tell, like, they put so much heart and thought into these buildings here. Look at that. Thank you, Nana. Thank you so much, Nana. Here. Look at that. Thank you, Nana. Thank you so much, Nana. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, Lydia. Gorgeous. Yeah, believe with your eyes, not your ears. Thank you, Jose and Jenny. And when you guys go to Shuozhou tonight, I'm actually going to take you to Shanyin County one of these 3 nights. So that county is where my father was born and grew up in. You know, we couldn't even find a hotel there that was decent enough for us to stay in. So you guys can already imagine what that place looks like. I'm gonna take you there. I'm gonna take you there later this weekend, early next week. But you guys could already hear the melancholy in my voice when I think about it. My father actually told me not to go, by the way. So my father sent me a WeChat 2 nights ago. He suggested I don't go. Thank you, Y2 adorable. Thank you. My father actually told me not to go. He told me to stay here in Taiyuan and not go. My father told me this. Thank you, Lena. Thank you. Out of here. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Y2. The reason my dad told me not to go was, I don't want to get too deep on this particular live stream about it, man, but it's a complicated family relationship. You know, I don't think my dad is watching this. What time is it right now? Yeah, my dad is definitely not watching this. My father left home very young, age 17. He went to go to college, and then he went to Jiangsu province, married my mother. He's been away from home for a long time. My father's 60 years old. He's essentially been away from home for 40-some years. If you guys understand traditional Chinese culture, especially in rural areas, the son shouldn't be away from home for that long. And obviously, then he immigrated to the United States. That's literally across the world. That is literally the furthest place that you can go away from home. So it's like, you know, the relationship between the family members is more complicated than you think. It's not a simple relationship where everybody is one big loving family. You know, it's a complicated relationship. So my dad didn't even want me to go to his hometown, but I insisted on going anyway. So we're gonna go and see it these next 2 or 3 days. We're actually gonna spend the day in Shanyin County, which is where my father is from. We'll see it in the next few days. You know, it's just a lot of family stuff. You know, when you, by the way, for everybody who's watching, let me take a little detour here and explain what this is. For those of you guys that love history, these are the copies. I made a video about this. These are the copies of the original Summer Palace 12 zodiacs. The 12 different animals, each one of them is represented here. These were all stolen in the mid-1800s during the Second Opium War by the British and the French, by the soldiers who burnt down the Summer Palace and they looted it. Now, if you guys remember that video that I made, one of them was about the monkey's head. This one has been recovered, along with the dog. I don't know about the dog, actually, along with the pig. Many of them are still missing to this very day, and a lot of people are out there looking for these zodiacs. They're supposed to be made out of bronze, and in the original Summer Palace, water sprouted out just like this here. So this is an imitation. The most valuable one is this one right here, the dragon one in the middle, because the Chinese people are known as the descendants of the dragon. That one is still missing. We don't know where that one is, the dragon one right there. We don't know where that one is. A A lot of other ones have been found, but the dragon one is still missing. Apparently, somebody in Taiwan, China has it. A very prominent collector. So that's the word on the street, is that a very wealthy collector in Taiwan, China has the dragon's head and has never surfaced for auction. It's never been shown in a museum. They're still looking for it. Follow channel, everybody. Follow the channel, share this live stream. Let's keep moving. So this is the food street that I was at 2 nights ago. The crowd size was very similar to this. If you guys remember the city that we were in about 3 weeks ago, the city of Changsha, street is pretty similar to this, right? In China, you can see a lot of these food streets. Thank you, Rakim. All look like this, traditional older buildings to give you that vintage vibe, that vintage feeling. Except what do you notice the difference here? Thank you, Rakim. Just fewer people out here. A lot fewer people out here compared to Changsha, compared to the more Instagrammable, hotter cities that are popular with tourists. Fewer people in the streets. Still a lot of people, but not shoulder to shoulder the way that we saw it in Changsha. Right? Let's keep moving. What is that? What is that? Smells like, it looks like butter. It smells like oranges though. They going over here. Look good though. Butter. Gorgeously decorated store. Get out of here. Let's keep moving. So, and also, when I go to my father's hometown later tonight, let's see if I actually run into any relatives. It's not hard for them to know that I'm coming back. I'm probably the only American citizen in a 100-mile radius tonight when I go to their hometown. So let's see if they'll know that I'm back. Maybe they might call my dad about it or something. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting couple of days coming up. Yeah, it is a nice town. It is a nice city. We're in downtown. Do they know me? Amu, that's a great question, man. I haven't been back in 12 years. Last time I was back, I was a 21-year-old young man still in college in Carolina. You know? So, I don't know. A lot of mixed emotions, man. I don't want to get too sentimental on this one. It's a lot of mixed emotions. All right, let me show you guys something really cool over here. Any of you guys know, I mean, obviously this is silver, but do any of you know what this is, though? This is clearly silver, a lot of ingots. Any of you guys have any ideas what this is in particular, what they're used for? These are called silver ingots. I see this right here. This is Chinese money. During the Republic era and during the Qing dynasty, one of the reasons the Opium War broke out was for the British. The Chinese only accepted silver. They only accepted silver. These are called Chinese silver ingots. So the British was running out of silver because they were buying so many things from China during the Qing dynasty. They wanted to sell opium to make up for the trade deficit, and that's why the war broke out. Thank you, Amber. Now, when you look at this right here, silver has been a form of payment throughout the last 300 years of Chinese history, and also much older. The way they do this is they make it into a standard size. They make it so you can see. This is called an ingot. This is probably the best shape to describe it right here. Look at this right here. Silver and gold, mostly silver. And you look at by the time, see, this is actually issued by a bank right here. It says Hunan Donghang. This is issued by a Hunan bank. This is all made out of pure silver. This, I believe, is also real too. I believe this is authentic vintage silver. You can see all the stamps on it. I'm gonna touch one right here and give you an idea. Look at this. This is expensive stuff. This is pure silver. Silver is like $35, $32 an ounce nowadays. Beautiful. And look at this big one right here. I see this big one. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, shit. This is like at least 2 kilos. This is heavy, y'all. Look at this. Oh, this is very heavy. This is at least 3 or 4 pounds. It's a solid piece of silver. It's back. By the way, I'm gonna give you guys a little history, 5-second history lesson. When the Japanese won the first Sino-Japanese war, guess how much silver they demanded? Guess how much silver they demanded from the Qing Dynasty government? Anybody have a guess? Any of you guys have a guess? 3 years of tax receipts for what was then the Qing Dynasty annual tax revenue. They demanded 3 years worth. I believe it was either 200 million or 20 million pieces of silver ingots just like this. The Chinese people would know. I thought it was either 200 million or 20 million pieces just like this is how much they took from the Qing Dynasty government in the late 1800s after the first Sino-Japanese war. This is why a lot of people who are watching, you guys kind of understand, why does China and Japan, 2 countries that used to get along very well historically, they used to have a lot of exchanges with each other in the Tang Dynasty. Why is it that relationships in the last 100 years soured? It's because of things like this. It's because of the first Sino-Japanese War, the second Sino-Japanese War. There's a lot of history that we don't teach back home in the States. But historically speaking, actually, when you date back to the Tang Dynasty, the 2 countries had a great relationship. Great relationship. Japan used to send their scholars, their monks, their physicians, their people to the Tang Dynasty to study the language, study the architecture, study the history. So it's a shame to see the relationship the way it is today, but all that really became sour in the last 100 years. And here's a fun fact for everybody. I'm gonna give you guys a fun fact. Throughout the history of China's existence, all of Chinese existence in history, China has never tried to invade Japan, not one time. The only time China has tried to invade Japan was during the Yuan dynasty when the Mongols ruled China. So all that is to say, every time the ethnic Han, every other dynasty in Chinese history never tried to invade Japan. Only the Yuan dynasty run by the Mongols, because they wanted to take over the freaking world. They were everywhere. They invaded Japan. They failed. That's where the word kamikaze, which means divine wind, comes from. Because a storm destroyed the Yuan dynasty fleet. And that's why the Japanese people believe in kamikaze, aka divine wind. They believe that they were blessed by their gods and they were never taken over by the Mongols. But never in Chinese history has the Chinese people tried to invade Japan. That has never ever happened. More than 3,000 years of history being neighbors, they've never invaded Japan, the island. Only the Mongols did. It's actually, you know what? It's been made into a video game, I believe. It's called the Battle of Tsushima. For people that like to play video games, the Mongol invasion of Japan has been made into a video game. Anyway, I think I could probably get some lunch here if I wanted to. There's actually a lot of food here. A Ghost of Tsushima, that's it. Ghost